Man, we keep getting all kinds of election surprises, and yet it's not even October yet. Really makes you wonder what's coming. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. You might remember that earlier this year the Trump campaign was allegedly hacked by Iran in an attempt to interfere with the election. At the time, I didn't see as much news coverage about it as I would have thought, or as much as back when we were accusing Russia of fixing things for Trump, though I did see a couple of articles trying to paint this as Iran trying to stump for Trump as well, despite the government allegedly learning about an Iranian plan to assassinate Trump. I don't know how you stand someone while also planning to, but I guess that's neither here nor there now. Now, through an FBI report, we have learned that Iran hacked Trump and then sent the information to the Biden campaign. As the AP puts it, Iranian hackers tried but failed to interest Biden's campaign in stolen Trump info, FBI says. As Harris paints it, the Democrats are somehow the victims here, getting unsolicited information that no one wanted and everyone was completely noble and didn't take a single peek.
I doubt it.
And that reference is for like the two people on my channel that will understand it. You're welcome. Officials say that there's no evidence that anyone responded to the emails and that several news outlets were also approached with the information and chose not to publish that either. I find that highly suspicious of a news cycle that has jumped at every opportunity to say Orange Man bad for almost 10 years, but we'll go with it for now. These same news outlets say that the FBI has proven that no one opened the emails. Sort of. But before I tell you all their proof that is not at all proof of anything and really just a bunch of whistling, thumb twiddling, there's another important element to election season. We have no idea how all of this is going to shake out. We've had 2 assassination attempts against Trump. Vermont and Massachusetts have mosquito lockdowns. The stock market is dropping points all willy-nilly. And you know what? With all of that in mind, I think it's time for all of us to check our emergency food storage. Right now, My Patriot Supply is offering my viewers $50 off a 4-week emergency food kit. All of their kits are completely American-made, start to finish, last up to 25 years, and come with a free natural disaster replacement guarantee. And as a bonus, their shipping is fast and absolutely free. All you have to do to get a little more peace of mind and claim this deal is head on over to my link, preparewithliberty.com. And trust that I too am filling my closet right now. Now, back to this hack that no one at all is planning to use for nefarious purposes. According to the AP, the Trump campaign disclosed on August 10th that it had been hacked and said Iranian actors had stolen and distributed sensitive internal documents. At least 3 news outlets, Politico, the New York Times, and the Washington Post, were leaked confidential material from inside the Trump campaign. So far, each has refused to reveal any details about what it received. So it's not that they're refusing to publish it. I'd say more likely they're holding on to it until October, especially now that the FBI has revealed that it's legitimate information. And I mean, if they weren't planning to use it, why not tell the FBI what exactly it was? But wait, despite the AP saying that no one is talking about what information they received, they report just a few lines later in that same article that Politico did tell the AP that they received a Trump campaign research dossier on J.D. Vance from an anonymous AOL account in July. And according to CNN, the New York Times and the Washington Post later reported that they, too, had been sent a similar cache, including a 271-page document on Vance dated February 23rd and labeled privileged and confidential, that the outlets said was based on publicly available information. 271 pages of public information, you say? But no one is talking about it. They're not going to tell anyone about it, except for the news outlets that they just told. But everyone involved is claiming that no one opened the emails or the documents because they thought they were just spam. So it seems that we're getting some conflicting information here. The AP also says that this FBI report is part of the government's efforts to do better because the Obama campaign was sorely criticized, apparently, for not doing more to be transparent about how Russia influenced the election for Trump. I'm sorry. Whew. Apparently, the AP has a very short memory and doesn't remember the years of Russia the way I do, or the way they tried to bury Hillary Clinton's emails or the Hunter Biden laptop and blamed everything bad that happened to the Democrats on Russia, and by extension, Trump through Russia. I mean, I just saw another article today. I'm like, oh, well, Russia is still trying to get you to vote for Trump. But we have not been transparent enough about Russia and Trump. In this case, says the AP, the hacker sent emails in late June and early July to people who were associated with Biden's campaign before he dropped out. The emails contained an excerpt taken from stolen non-public material from former President Trump's campaign as text in the emails, according to a statement released by the FBI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. So they stole non-public information, but what they gave to the Washington Post, Politico, and New York Times was all just public information. As for the Harris campaign, well, they solemnly swear that no one opened the emails, maybe, and they absolutely will not use any of the information, probably. Law enforcement has confirmed that no one opened the emails, also maybe, or didn't even see the information, also maybe. It's all very straightforward, according to NBC. 3 federal law enforcement sources confirmed the accuracy of the Harris campaign statement to NBC News, saying law enforcement agencies tracked the stolen information from the Trump campaign and determined that several people linked to Biden's campaign received emails containing the information. The recipients never responded to the emails and may not have even opened them because they appeared to be phishing attempts, these sources added. Law enforcement agencies contacted those people and the Biden campaign to make them aware of the emails, the sources said. The recipients did not reach out to law enforcement agencies to alert them of what they had, but sources said that that is not an indication of hiding anything or wrongdoing, and that the staffers most likely did not realize what was in the emails. So they might not have opened the emails, but we don't actually know, and they didn't report the information or the hack to federal officials, but not alerting the feds about illegally received information is not proof that they did anything wrong or opened them, because probably maybe they, like I said, didn't even open those emails or even know what that information was. The Harris campaign also said in a statement, "We have cooperated with the appropriate law enforcement authorities since we were made aware that individuals associated with the then Biden campaign were among the intended victims of this foreign influence operation." Unsolicited or not, I don't see how receiving these emails made the Biden and Harris campaign the victims, but sure. We'll roll with it. And you know, it's kind of funny how, well, you know, there's no evidence of any wrongdoing, and we don't know if anyone opened them or told anyone, but like, that's okay, guys. We're just gonna let it slide. Remember how everyone was freaking out and wanting to bring charges against the guy that had Hunter Biden's laptop just for having it when he tried to give it back to the FBI like 2 or 3 times? And then he got in trouble for not giving it back to the FBI? Remember when the New York Post published some of that information and everybody was in a tizzy wanting to do bad things to the New York Post, and Twitter killed it, and Facebook killed it, and Google tried to kill it because, well, that was illegal information, and we cannot stand behind people getting unsolicited illegal information. But when it happens to the Biden campaign, man, they're just the victims. Meanwhile, at a rally in New York on Wednesday, Trump claimed the FBI has not told him what information was taken. If true, that strikes me as strange and maybe biased. For what it's worth, the DOJ says that they plan to bring criminal charges against the case, but if these are foreign entities, I'm not really sure what that's going to do. At any rate, I am sure that this isn't the end of this, and I'd be willing to bet some of this information that supposedly no one looked at all or opened or even was aware of pops up within the next month. And of course, Iran says, not me. That is it for this video, guys, and this other installment on the 2024 election bingo card, I guess. You guys know the drill for the algorithm things. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are new here. Ring that notification bell, drop a comment down below. And as always, folks, thanks for tuning in, and happy shooting. Feel like we're just in 1984 and the Ministry of Truth is a real thing. There is someone somewhere at the Washington Post and the AP and the New York Times and all of these places being like, doot, 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 huh, that didn't happen. Let me go delete that article.